Well, hello everyone! Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Previously, the Voluntary Express was pulled into the quiet farming village of Dropstone. Upon arriving, it appears that Dropstone is in the midst of celebrating its 50th anniversary. To pass the time, Layton, Luke, and Flora decide to ask around for information on the Elysian Box. Yes, indeed, the train just so coincidentally broke down here at this village, which coincidentally is celebrating its 50th anniversary, which coincidentally coincides with the train company's 50th anniversary. Yeah, and when we talked to Beluga about it, he was very shifty. Something's going on here. Between all that and the fact that the train ticket was left in the murder scene, crime scene, all of this is feeling very staged and orchestrated, and I don't think Beluga's behind it, nor do I even think that Don Paolo's behind it, because we know he's here too. Great. It's very, very intriguing, I'll say that. What a lovely countryside. So, how are we getting these hint coins? Did Layton just climb up to the roof of that house and pilfer that chimney? Oh, in the tree? Look at this crazy-looking tree, Professor. It's all warped. With a structure like that, it must be quite old. I wonder how long it's been here. Oh, Luke, our little conversation reminded me of a puzzle I know. Care to hear it? Sure. Trees on an old road. The country road you see here is lined with a single straight row of trees, each planted at a different time and each a different distance from its neighbor. Of the 5 trees labeled A through E here, which 2 trees have the greatest distance between them? Study the diagram carefully and draw a line between the letters of the 2 trees you've chosen. I think this is just a trick question, but it completely failed to trick me. I think it's A and E. These 2 trees have the largest distance between them, for sure.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake.
That's right. No matter how you look at it, trees A and E clearly have the greatest distance between them. Well, that feels good to see through that one right away. Perhaps I should have prepared something a bit more challenging for you, Luke. Well, we'll save that for next time. For now, let's continue our walk about the village. You got a new hamster toy. Nice, we'll try it out later. Honestly, we might be able to get him to a new fitness rank, though. Right now. Laurel. Hey there, fellow. I'm in a real bind here. Help an old gal out, will you? What seems to be the problem, madame? My sweet little bird fell down a hole in the ground here. I want to help the poor thing, but I just can't reach her. Do you have any ideas? I believe there's something we can try. At least we aren't rescuing the cat from the tree. Oh, good lord. Oh no, Laurel's poor little bird has fallen down a long, winding hole in the ground. In front of the bird are 3 paths labeled A, B, and C. Which tunnel should the bird take in order to make it back above ground? Well, the answer here must be easy to find. You don't start from A, B, and C, you start from the exit. So I'll do just that. Let me trace a little path here. Okay, seems pretty cut and dry to me. No matter what way you cut it, path B will always lead to the exit, though there are some loops they have to go through. I definitely think it's B. So we'll choose that.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Correct.
And there we have it.
Very nice. The bird can safely escape her underground confines by following Tunnel B. Any other tunnel will lead her deeper underground or into the mouth of a very hungry snake. There's my little birdie. I was worried she'd be stuck down there forever. I wish I had some way of thanking you properly. Money. Oh, I know. Here, you can have this tea set and these lovely herbs. Take them, I insist. But money can be used to get tea. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Ooh. Wait, what? Really? Well, tea blends. This must be the other minigame in the suitcase. Neat. Oh, yeah, I was thinking that looked like a box. The Elysian box, but no. To access the tea set, touch the trunk icon, then touch the tea set icon. The tea set lets you mix and brew a variety of herbal teas. Add multiple doses of an herb to increase that herb's effect in the tea. What, am I gonna get stat boosts? +1 to intellect? Huh? Combine the ingredients you've gathered to make a variety of delectable teas. Tea ingredients currently in your possession can be found in the box shown on the touchscreen. Learn its name and properties, give to the tea. Make tea, tap it, put it in the teapot. Place 3 ingredients in the teapot before you can start brewing your tea. Keep in mind that you can use more than one of the same herb in your concoctions. Once you put your 3rd ingredient in the teapot, the lid next to it will start to wiggle. Place the lid on top of the teapot to start brewing your tea. If your creation turns out tasty, the recipe for it will be added to your list of teas. Oh, maybe I'm just compiling all the recipe lists. While viewing your list of teas, tap a teacup to see that tea's name and characteristics. Once you find a tea you like, tap Serve to give Luke and Layton a taste of what you've made. There are 12 recipes in all. Discover them all to unlock a neat bonus. Makes sense. Okay, what do we have here? Oasis Leaf, refreshing and purifying. Brisk Berry, revitalizing and restoring, sweet. Sour, great for the skin. 1, 2, 3 sours. Drink up. The tea was no good, what a pity. We put in lots of the same ingredients, but all it made was a boring one-note tea. The real beauty of tea is the way different flavors come together. Try using a variety of ingredients. Alright, you're no fun. Let's try refreshing, and sour. Oh. Well, Professor, I think I'm going to throw up. To be fair, that was the outcome I was hoping for with 3 sours. Alright. Refreshing, sweet, and sweet. Oh, done. 1 pot of tea coming right up. Delicious! I just love how sweet this tea is, Professor. Well, it's a bit too sweet for me, but I understand why so many children enjoy it. I think I could drink a whole pot of this stuff myself. Just watch me. You've got quite the sweet tooth, Luke. Just try not to drink it too fast. Myself, I really love peppermint tea. That is the good stuff right there, man. We'll check more later. Anything else? Yes, glad I checked. Oh, hello there, you two. You sure have excellent timing. See, I'm trying to wrap these flowers I grew to give to a friend. I've got a green thumb when it comes to plants, but I'm all thumbs when it comes to wrapping. Help an old gal out, would you? It's a wrap. Buh. Oh, jeez. In order to wrap the flower just like the leftmost drawing, how should you begin your wrapping? A, B, or C, or D to answer. Uh. Hmm. My biggest weakness in these games is my failure to visualize in 3D space. Oh, jeez. Hmm. Okay, if I unwrapped it, I feel like okay, if I unwrap it on the left, the finished product on the left, if I unwrap that, the green would definitely be on the left side. So I think we can cancel out A and C. It's either B or D, just from that. Now the question is, do I begin wrapping with the green or the white side? I want to say B. I would begin with the white side, and that would help leave the green on the... Well, either way, I think I won't lose all the pick carrots, so B or D. Starting with B, hopefully.
And now to test my theory.
Darn, I was so close.
Well,
think hard about the clues you've been given and try again.
Eliminated.
Clues I've been given? What clues? Wrap the flower just like the leftmost drawing. Oh, whatever, I know it's D. For sure, absolutely for sure.
This puzzle solved.
Oh, God, no!
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
My hubris. Well, I can't lose any more. So I still think I was onto something with starting from the white, so let's try C. If it's not that, then it has to be A.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Oh well.
Ah, wonderful.
Were you able to follow the paper's transition from a flat shape into a 3D one? No, absolutely not. I don't have that skill. Well, that's about the finest wrapping job I've ever seen. You sure saved me a heap of trouble. You got a new hamster toy. Neat. Now let me return the favor with a few helpful tidbits about the tea set I gave you. I'm sure you know the basics of brewing, yes? Putting in 1 scoop of each of the 3 ingredients I gave you makes a lovely Bell Classic tea. Well, that's a recipe I should use immediately. However, there's a lot of room for experimenting. For example, try brewing 2 parts brisk berry with 1 part something else. Get it right and you'll make a sweet, crisp tea that is just wonderful. I think that's the one I did. And if you happen to pick up more tea ingredients, try creating some infusions of your own. There's a whole world of complex flavors waiting to be discovered. You just need to find them. Alright, 1 of each. I suppose that was a very obvious one to try. Oh, it's a little sour and a little sweet. Yum. I certainly have to tip my hat to this tea's drinkability. I imagine it would be delicious cold as well. Yup, and since it's nice and light, I bet just about anyone would be happy to have a cup. Yes, I myself am partial to its lovely fruity aftertaste. Neat. Help? What is help? I wonder if that's a hint. Oasis Leaf Briskberry and Bell Tart Seed? Isn't that what I just made? Yeah. Can I go back? Right. Well, maybe now the center's cleared up. Yes, it has. Look at all these booths. Now this is what I call a festival. Oh, I just love all the hustle bustle. It's so wonderful. Shall we walk around and take in more of the sights then? Definitely. The professor, Luke, and Flora decide to check out the plaza in front of the town hall. People. So it can go left or right, huh? Jocks. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Parting with one so dear to your heart is even more painful than the tightest wig. When she was a child, I used to read to her until she fell asleep. She looked just like an angel. Oh, nothing hurts so much as separation's knife. Gee, I don't know about that. I guess I'd never really given it much thought. Oh, fret not. I wasn't expecting one as young as yourself to fully understand a pain such as mine. Don't mind me, I'll just excuse myself now. The way he was carrying on, you'd think he just got dumped. But he seemed sad in a different way, didn't he? Best not to pry too deeply into the private affairs of others, Luke. It's not becoming of a gentleman. You're right, Professor. Okay. It would be really funny if that never came up again. It was just irrelevant, completely irrelevant to everything. Albert. Hello, hey fellows, pleasure to meet you. My name's Albert, and I am just nuts about our beautiful village. I heard you've been running around Dropstone asking questions, but you haven't talked to me yet. If you solve this puzzle, the King of Dropstone Trivia, yours truly will answer a question for you. Bring it on, Pipsqueak. Boys Club. Blah? You know, I do like that all these characters here, they keep getting reused in various puzzles. I recognize so many of them. This lady's a thief. Below is a wheel of male and female portraits. Select a portrait and, counting that portrait as 1, move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise. Then cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait and moving in the same direction. If you start at just the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only the 6 portraits of men behind. Circle this portrait. Remember, you can move clockwise or counterclockwise. Huh. So I'm pretty sure this one's a lady. Oh, right, they're color-coded. That's good to know. Alright, so we start at this. Let's see. Select a portrait and counting that portrait as 1. So I need to start on one of the 6 females. For sure. Move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay. I guess it's just... a matter of trial and error. Let's start with Flora. 1, 2, 3... Oh wait, I can start with Flora. No, I better start with like a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, can I land on a female more than once? I suppose there's no point in it. But wait. 1, 2... Oh, wait. The first portrait counts as 1, so this wouldn't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Okay, we're getting somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that went just right backwards. The only thing I have to do is remove every woman in the wheel. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's interesting. Once you begin at a portrait, no matter which way you go, you would have to always return to it. 1. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time on this. I'll see if I can't work it out. Alright. So I've gone one by one, starting with all the ladies. And I keep getting these 3 can chain together, but from none of them can ever possibly reach her, or her, or her. So I'm thinking I might not be able to start on a lady. But that said, I have to leave only the 6 portraits of men behind. But you know what? Look at that. It says here, select a portrait and, counting that portrait as 1, move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise. Then cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Then cross out the last of these 6 portraits. I can absolutely start on a man. With that in mind, I think I have everything I need to solve this puzzle. Oh, I am really glad I noticed. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait. Cripes. Oh my god. Well, now I have everything I need to solve this. Confound it. Alright. I got really close with this dude as my start point. I got the ability to cancel out 5 of the ladies, but this one, insufferably, remained. So you know what? Just to save myself a lot of time, I'm gonna use a hint coin. The first portrait you choose should be of a man. Okay. That just helped me a lot. That's exactly the kind of hint I was looking for. So I'm pretty sure this is a young beluga, I think. Maybe. We'll try him. Or it could be Luke. Yeah, let's try Luke. We'll start with that. Oh my god. This puzzle will be the death of me. Oh my god. One more hint coin, please. Move counterclockwise to find your answer. Okay, start with a man. Go counterclockwise. If I can't find it from this, I'm gonna flip. Okay. Oh. Did I do it? I think I did it. I think it's this one. I've spent like 30 minutes on this. I don't even care anymore. I think it's that one. The first reasonable guess I've reached.
Now to test my theory.
Oh, yeah! Screw that puzzle! Oh my god, I hated that one. Oh my god, if you begin counting from the man shown above and proceed counterclockwise around the wheel, you'll eventually remove all of the female portraits. Oh my god. Oh, where were we? Oh, I forget where I went. Oh. Expertly solved? Oh, it gave me chills. It really did. Okay, ask away if you've got any questions about the village or its history. I'm your man. Would you happen to know anything about a supposedly cursed antique called the Elysian Box? It's hard to believe, but you've gone beyond my area of expertise. I've never heard of the thing. What I can tell you is that people in this town jump at the very mention of curses. From what I gather, it seems they have some connection to the village in the days of its founding. Unfortunately, that's all the info I can really give you on that subject. Sorry to let you down. Thanks, nerd. Got any other puzzles? For some reason, all the old-timers here are really cagey about the origins of Dropstone. I've got a hunch that something strange must have happened here before the village was founded. Probably could have reasoned that one out. These are all posters of cows. That's odd. Maybe they just really like cows here. Don't judge their customs, Luke. Oh, hello. Look at this little monument here, Professor. It appears to be commemorating something. Why don't we take a closer look? Number 30, The Secret Message. On the day Dropstone was founded 50 years ago, the villagers toasted with red wine and danced late into the night. They also built this statue, engraving it with the word red and the date 8/12. Part of the statue is shaped like a wine glass and could be filled with water from the spout at the top. While the statue describes the villagers' activities on the day of the founding, it can also show where they all found themselves the day after the festivities. Can you figure out where the villagers were? Answer in 3 letters. On the day Dropstone was founded, they danced late into the night. 8/12 red. Okay. Maybe it coincides with the alphabet? What is the 8th letter of the alphabet? Whoops. Memo. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H. It's H. H, and then the 12th letter would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Wait, no. No, H is the 7th. H, I. Oh, it's I. Whoops, I'm intelligent, I swear. I, L, M, N, O. Wait, no. H, I, J, K, L, M. I am red? I am red. No, that can't be right, can it? Am I really this stupid? Yeah, I was wrong. The 12th letter of the alphabet is L. I-L red. I don't think that's anything. The statue describes the villagers' activities on the day of the founding. It can also show where they all found themselves the day after. Wait a second. If this chalice were filled with water, half of this message would be cut off. If you sliced this in 2, you would get Oil? O, Right, so assume this is filled with water, and it becomes opaque, and you can't see half the numbers. Half of it you would be left with 0, 1... No, I'm probably not onto something here. Why is it telling me the detail that it's shaped like a wine glass and can be filled with water from the spout at the top? Why is it telling me that? Wait. A new idea. Okay, let's say it's filled up with water. And, no. If it's filled up with water and you can't see anything below the black line, the top would reflect. So this would be, if I mimic the shape, it would be an 8. It would look like this. This would look like more like an S. This would look like an 8. This would look like that. C. And this would still be a D. It would be 8. I. S. B or D? B. C. D. Now clearly this means... Oh Christ, I got nothing. Hint coin, please. The puzzle asks you to answer with a 3-letter word. Say, part of the engraving is the 3-letter word red. That's not just a coincidence, is it? Bed? Were they in bed? I'm gonna answer they were in bed. Oh god, an E. Okay. Bep? No, not Bep.
This should do the trick.
Okay. How was I supposed to figure it out?
Have it.
Brilliant. Ah! Look! I was right! Filling the wine glass part of the monument with water creates a reflection that transforms the engraving from 812 red to 813 bed! Ah! I was right! Everyone must have stayed up so late celebrating the new village of Dropstone that they couldn't get up on time the next morning. I'm smart. According to the writing here, this village was founded by its first settler 50 years ago. It's strange how 50 years is a long time for a person, but not much time at all for a village. Quite so. But this fact just invites more questions. Why did this founder come here in the first place? It's hard to believe he or she simply set forth from their old residence to found a new village. Me brain am the good. Anything else? Don't think so. Bench? No. Get out of here. Aha! Let's go right. This seems like a dead end. Cow. Wow, look at those gigantic cow balloons. It looks like the villagers are setting up for the livestock competition. Livestock competition? That sounds like fun. Yes, I'd certainly like to see the competition myself, but it doesn't appear quite ready to start yet. While we're waiting, can we go see more of the village? Certainly. We can return later when the competition commences. Yay! The professor, Luke, and Flora decide to walk around until the livestock competition starts. There's gotta be a puzzle. Oh, the competition still hasn't started. Fair enough. Hidden coin? I'll take it. As a gentleman, I feel it is my duty to take one of these balloons. That's making excuses. Cow? Those cow balloons certainly are something else. Bit touchy. Bit touchy here. Oh well. Let's go the other way. That man is blocking the road. Oh, I can go in here. Neat. Oh my god, cute kitty. Wait, no, that's just probably a statue. Yeah, I still want to stay out here. Wow, a mansion in the woods. Sure wish I had one. Me too. I think I see train tracks way out beyond the mountains. Parcel. I never forget a face, and I don't know any of yours. You must be from the Momentary Express. Since you're new to town, let me clue you in on a few key facts about Dropstone. I know you're interested, so don't act all bashful and reserved on my account. Listen, if you know one name in Dropstone, make sure it's Mr. Anderson's. Neo? Not only is the fellow swimming in money, but he pretty much runs Dropstone. But he's a swell guy who treats everyone with respect, even the mailman. That'd be me, by the way. I always say you can tell a heck of a lot about people by the way they treat their local mail carrier. But even nice guys like him have troubles. I hear he spends all his time fretting about his daughter. Oh. Could that man we met who was talking about the parting that he was suffering through, could that be Mr. Anderson? That reminds me, I just saw a pair of unusual characters head up toward Mr. Anderson's house. The two said they were police from London, but something about them seemed downright fishy. Two people, huh? Are you referring to Inspector Chelmy and his assistant? Chelmy, you say? That sounds right. Yes, he said he had official police business, and he needed to see Mr. Anderson. What possible connection could there be between Mr. Anderson and the Elysian box? Well, it seems that Mr. Anderson serves as the head of this community. It's only natural that he'd know about who and what passes through this area. He's a big fish, all right. You're right on the money about that. Heck, even the owner of the Momentary Express stops in to pay him a visit when he's in town. Yes, I bet those two officers are being waited on like kings at Mr. Anderson's as we speak. But enough chit-chat. We've got a festival going on now, so go have some fun. Thank you, sir. Let's head in here. Yeah, kitty! This cat sculpture certainly is expressive. Yep, he's a cute one. Oh, if you like cats, Professor, have I got a puzzle for you. Flipped cats. Oh, this again. Alright. One of the three color pictures, A, B, or C, is the same picture as the black and white one displayed on the far left. Can you find which one? The only difference is that the picture on the far left has had its content flipped left to right, and its colors inverted and changed to black and white. Okay. So we're looking for... Right. Makes sense that, the largest color spaces do seem to match up. They all have a blue spot on their belly, on the top. They all have a face pattern inverted. They have the same whisker shapes. Paw prints. The lines in the background are the same. Okay, this one's definitely... Got the droopy eyelid. Tongue sticking out. I think as far as the top cats are concerned, they're all identical to this. Interesting. I think the difference must lie with the bottom cat. Interesting. You know, setting aside the negative one for now, I can't even see any differences between A and B or B and C. This is troublesome. Wait. Hold on. Oh, that's tricky. On C, the inside, the three black lines traveling vertically, the center column is smaller than the two others. Smaller than the negative. So whatever it is, it's definitely not C. C is not what we're looking for. Okay. So it's either A or B. And to that end, if I can find one difference between A and B, just one of these is same as black and white inverted one. Differences. 3 spots on the body, 3 spots on the body. Ear shape, eye shape, mouth shape, nose shape. The curled arm. Ears, eyes, whiskers. Paws? What am I missing? A and B seem completely alike, but that can't be possible. Maybe if I turn to a smaller screen, something would jump out? Oh! My God! My God! The top cat on A and B have different, eyebrow lengths. B has larger eyebrows. It's B.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Dude, I was looking for 6 pixels.
No puzzle unsolved.
That one was evil. B is the picture you're looking for. The other 2 pictures are identical, save for the cat's eyebrows in A and the pattern of the lines in the background in C. You always make it look so easy. There's gotta be a bounty of hint coins here. This is quite the variety of paints. Aha! Can I get a third? From the cash register, please? Okay, not looking good for our chances of getting a hint coin. Oh, I left. Well, let's speak to the nice lady. Dorothy. Wow, where does the face begin and the nose end? I can't tell. Greetings. I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. May I ask your name? Of course. I'm Hershel Layton, Professor of Archaeology at Gressenheller University. Charmed, sir. Welcome to Dropstone, Professor Layton. My name is Dorothy, and I'm a maid in the service of the Anderson family. Tell me, what brings you to our humble village? My companions and I are after an artifact known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard of it before? Can't say that I have. but the Master is quite knowledgeable about curiosities such as that. The Master, Madame? Oh, yes, excuse my thoughtlessness. I keep forgetting you're new here. I'd venture there's not a single resident of our village who doesn't know Mr. Anderson. I see. Well, if it's at all possible, we'd very much like to meet Mr. Anderson. Normally, I'd say he'd be glad to receive you, but lately he's been preoccupied with his daughter. I don't mean to pry, but has there been some issue between Mr. Anderson and his daughter? Well, yes. Just between you, me, and the wall, his daughter has been secretly planning a trip alone. Secretly planning a trip alone? Is that your way of saying she's planning to run away? Yes. And what's worse is that the Master is starting to catch on that something's going on. But after much talk, we servants have decided to cheerfully see the Master's young daughter off. So you're in support of allowing the girl to go off on her own. Why is that? Because the purpose of the trip is to fulfill the last request of the young lady's late grandmother. I see. May I inquire as to what that last request was? Well, I myself have only heard scraps of the story from other people, so I can't say much. But whatever the request, it's one that the young mistress seems to feel is extremely important. Oh, look at that. Here I am gossiping away when there's supper to prepare. Please excuse me, Professor Layton. I need to get back to work. She was nice. Oh, before you go... Ah, rats, she's gone. Maybe it's me, but it sounds like Mr. Anderson's daughter leaving home is more than going on a trip. And yet for some reason, the servants are cheering her on. How odd. Yes, very. And think about the consequences should Mr. Anderson find out what's been going on. These servants must have a truly solid reason if they've resolved to keep a secret like this. What could it possibly be? I'm getting the feeling Dropstone isn't as ordinary as it looks. You're not the only one, Luke. But enough speculation, let's go explore more of the village. Okay, Professor. Now that she's gone, is there anything I can click on that's behind her? Nope. Okay. Well, let's continue down the path. Hello? Romy. Me? I'm a world traveler, but I'm stuck here until I can score a ticket on the Military Express. I was hoping for a freebie, so I told Beluga one of my puzzles to break the ice. Unfortunately for me, he got all hot under the collar when he couldn't solve it. Here, maybe you'll have better luck with it. Hope to see you aboard later. Baggage claim. Oh, more sliding blocks. Great. What rotten luck. While trying to pick up your luggage, you find that your bag is at the very back of the pile. The baggage porter unloading the luggage claims the boxes in the hold have prevented him from unloading your bag. Use your wits to move all the boxes out of the way and reclaim your luggage. Alright. Sure. Let's give it a shot. Hey, can I take this block out? I can put the block there, which is very interesting. Hello. Wait. Did I just... Wow!
And now
I did not expect to solve that one quickly. Not after I spent like
Wonderful.
1,300 moves on an earlier puzzle. Ha! Very nice. Be sure to show the baggage porter how you did it so that next time he can get your luggage for you. You're a pretty clever bunch, aren't you? With folks like you around, we might actually solve the mystery of the Military Express. People say that the train occasionally makes a stop at a phantom town found on no map. Could just be a wild rumor, though. Who knows? An unplotted town? Wow, I wonder if that's true. I feel like we're gonna find out later. You're cool. Yep, ride on the Military Express costs more money than I can scrape together. See, I'm a rambling man. If only I could afford to ramble by luxury train. Neat. I can go left. But not up to the mansion. Do you think there are chickens in that barn? Maybe. The mansion seemed big from far away, but it's massive up close. Come on, there's gotta be a hint going, ooh, better. What a cute little farm. Yes, and the weather is so nice that even the animals grazing the field seem to be in a good mood. This seems like the perfect time for a short puzzle. See if you can solve this one. With pleasure, Layton. Oh god, math. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. In traveling from point A to point B, these horses take 1, 2, 4, and 6 hours respectively. One day, you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B. However, you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with, what's the fewest number of hours it will take to complete your move? Huh. Now, presumably, I would have to travel back to point A from B on one of the horses, meaning I would have to take a deceptively large amount of trips. Move all your horses from point A to point B. Move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back. Yes. Well, it sounds like I want to take horse 1 hour horse, on each trip. Maybe. This one's tricky. We need to make 7 trips total. I don't need to make a final trip because I'll be bringing the last horse with me on that one. 7 trips, huh? Okay, I think I've worked it out. So, on the very first trip, you would take the 6-hour horse and the 1-hour horse. Because you always make the return trip with just 1 horse, you would absolutely want to take your fastest one. So, you take the 6-hour horse, to get to point B, you take 6 hours. Then, on the return trip, you take 1 hour to return to to A. So you took 7 hours total at this point. Then, you take the 1-hour horse again, and the 4-hour horse. You take 4 hours to get to point B, plus another return trip on the 1-hour horse, so you spent 5 hours total. Finally, you take your last remaining horse from the stables at point A, the 2 hours horse. You take 2 hours to get there, and you don't need to make any more trips after that because you have all 4 horses at point B at this time, so it's just 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. I want to say that 14 is the absolute minimum. Because again, all of these horses have to make the trip at some point. The only matter is that you need to reach the minimum, you need to make the solo return trip as fast as possible, so you'd always want to take the 1-hour horse. I think it's 14. 1, 4.
Just leave it to me.
Really?
Oops, that wasn't right.
Oh. Really? All your horses from point A to B can only move a max of 2 horses at a time. Need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Oh! It would probably be best to take the 6-hour and 4-hour horse set together at the same time. Maybe? But no, then you'd have to take the 4-hour horse back. That feels like it would... Okay... I managed to find a number lower than 14. 13. So... if I begin by taking my 1-hour and 2-hour horse, and then leave the 1 hour there and take 2 hours to get back, I would have 4 hours total. Then I take my 6-hour and 4-hour horse together, and because I left the one at point B, I can use 1 hour to get back for a total of 7 hours invested. And then I bring back my 2-hour and 1-hour horse for 2 hours invested total. And add those 3 numbers together, I get 13. This is the first time I'm calculating one lower than 14. I hope this is right. Please. The fewest number of hours it will take to complete your move. I want to say 13.
Here goes.
Oh, thank God.
That was almost too easy.
You know, it's times like these I'm... Oh, Jesus. It's times like these. I am really glad I'm not like a Let's Player. No, not a Let's Player, a streamer. If I was streaming this, I would have to find a way to be entertaining the whole way I did this. Instead, no, I can just sit here for like 15 minutes, mathing things out. It's nice. Anyway, to start, take your 1 and 2 hour horses, then ride your 1 hour horse back. Next, ride out on your 4 and 6 hour horses and return on your 2 hour horse. At this point, you've been moving horses for 11 hours, 3 in the first excursion and 8 in the next? Oh. Now you should be back at point A with your 1 and 2 hour horses, ride them both across to point B to finish the task in 13 hours. Okay. The animals out on the farm sure look like they're enjoying the sun. Of course, Luke. Animals enjoy being surrounded by nature as much as you and I do. A tiny part. Neat. Well, we've certainly looked around. Haven't found much in the way of hint coins, though. But, let's look at the next screen. Wowee, look at the size of that mansion. Bet you could get lost in there. It is impressive, to say the least. I'm sure that massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson. So that's where Inspector Chelmy and his assistant went, right? I'd like to see the place myself. Can we go take a look? No, for now I think our best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. Besides, I imagine the Andersons have their hands full with the 2 guests they currently have. How polite. Well, we can look at this screen later. For now, let's check out the camera and the hamster. Now, this might fit? No. Actually, you see this indentation? That fits perfectly. I don't think I even need to rotate. I could rotate, but I don't think there's a need to. You know, I'm not sure if that really matches. Oh, it's hard to say. This kinda looks like it could fit, but it doesn't quite match up, I would think. Yeah, I'm not sure about this part. Now, how about this? Is there anywhere I can think to put this? Boy, it takes up a lot of space. Oh, boy, I really just cannot figure out where this could go. I need more context, but I'm pretty happy with everything else we have so far in this camera. Now, let's get that hamster fit. We got the stump and the flower, right? This tiny stump attracts the hamster if he's within 3 spaces of it. However, if an apple is also within 3 spaces, the hamster always goes for the apple instead. Okay, so it's... Okay, so the hamster will always ignore the house, but the tree stump is just less preferential to the apple. Okay, the flower is number 2 priority. Only the apple is higher priority. I see. Well, for now, I can really just make a blunt force daisy chain. So let's do just that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, just a little loop. We'll get him out of the lump stage.
Got any snacks around here?
I really don't like that the hamster can talk. It unnerves me. Go, 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 go. Lose those weights. Melt those pounds. Feel the burn, Laserb.
But if I exercise, it'll just make me hungrier.
Oh, God. He's a slug! Huzzah! Oh, we're only 2 steps away. Interesting. I wonder if Laserb could remember the locations of stuff he comes into the radius of. Like, for example, if I get him to walk upwards and there's a house on the left, but there's a flower further away, and he comes up north, and he detects the flower, would he go for the flower and then return to the house? I'm not sure. Well, yes, it's nice that we learned about this mysterious Mr. Anderson. Gosh, Dropstone is very cozy. I love this countryside art style. I can almost feel the warmth of the sun when I look at the areas around here. It comes across so well. Yeah, it seems I'm in for a mixture of infuriating puzzles and satisfying puzzles and breeze puzzles, and there's no in-between. I'm either mad as hell or happy. No in-between. Well... So it sounds like Chelmy and his assistant have more leads than we do. They have something to say to Mr. Anderson. I hope we can learn what? And of course we still have Don Paolo lurking in the shadows. If he's gonna make his move, it's probably gonna be at that cow concert or whatever. Time will tell, I suppose. Well, as always, I'm enjoying this a lot. So, I'm Zephyr the Jester. There's been more of Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.